up on to basically emphasize the fact that your position is not the extremist position and that our position is not the extremist position. There's two things I want to do. First, I want to thank, because I'm shorter. First, I want to thank, to re-emphasize that Jason's position is not the extremist position, or that our collective position is not the extremist position. I want to emphasize that we're not just from the states that people call quote-unquote liberal. I am a New Yorker, and I am liberal, but I would like to show everyone that there are plenty of people from all over the country. Well, who's here from the Northeast?
Yeah.
Who's here from the Southeast?
Yeah.
Who's here from the Midwest? Who's here from the Southwest? And the West? Did I miss anyone? Excellent. And who? I hear we have some international friends. I hear Switzerland came in support. There they are. Any other international supporters? England! Haiti! I can't hear you. Just wanted to make it clear that this is a position held by people from across the country. Our next speaker is Mr. Jaime Farrant. He is the director of Border Action Network, a Tucson-based group that works with immigrant and border communities in Arizona. This group is a group that works to ensure that immigrants' rights are respected, that their human dignity is upheld, and their communities are healthy places to live. They are a membership-based organization that combines grassroots community service and community organizing, leadership development, litigation, and political advocacy. Mr. Farrant?
Thank you, Doctor, and thank you all for being here. Hi, my name is Jaime Farrant, and I work as Policy Director with the Border Action Network. And since 2010, Arizona gained fame or infamy, depending where you stand, because of the passage of SB 1070. That bill was not new. It was a collection of legislation that Russell Pierce and others in the Capitol had pushed for several years. This year, they decided that 1070, which until the court stopped it, would have mandated racial profiling throughout our state, decided that 1070 was not enough. And our legislators, led by Russell Pierce, President of the Senate, decided to go against who is a person in this country, who is a U.S. citizen by birth, by attempting to pass Senate Bills 1308 and 1309. Unfortunately, we had good senators this year who stood up for human rights, for dignity, and for the United States Constitution, and for the Arizona Constitution, which establishes that this state was maintained to protect and defend individual rights. And nowhere in that article of the Constitution does it say depending on someone's immigration status. I voted down this bill. This attack on who is an American and threatening to bring us back to the times of the Civil War, when the concept of state rights was last discussed in our country. One of the other bills discussed this year in the legislature, and which was fortunately voted down by several senators, the majority of the Senate in Arizona, was Senate Bill 1405, which attempted to turn hospitals into immigration checkpoints. This is not new in Arizona. Since 2003, Russell Pierce has tried to turn hospitals into immigration checkpoints. And we thank all those who are here today, and we ask you to stay with us. This is not over. They were voted down this year, but Russell Pierce and many of his allies said we will bring them again next year. And so we hope that next year you stand here with us in telling them that Arizona cannot afford this, that our country cannot afford this, and that we can do better. And even though Senate Bill 1405 was defeated, as it was shared, we know that in some hospitals in our state, doctors are playing the role of immigration officers. We saw it this past month in the case of Jose Gutierrez, who persons at a hospital here in Phoenix attempted to remove into Mexico, notwithstanding the fact that he was in a coma. We have heard of other cases, we have learned of other cases where people are being removed from our country and denied the health care that all human beings deserve, regardless of immigration status, because of someone's political beliefs. And we stand here with the doctors here today, with the health workers, with the professionals, and with the many good people in the state of Arizona who say human rights and dignity are for all persons in this state. We believe in the dignity of all, and we will continue to stand up, and we will continue to fight for human rights regardless of immigration status. Edmund Burke stated, the only thing necessary for evil to triumph is for people of goodwill to do nothing. And we are here to send a message that the good people that are standing here behind me will do something. We will act, and we call on all the good people of the state of Arizona and all the good people in this nation and around the world to do something, to act, and to stop measures that divide our communities, threaten public health crises, and damage the relationship, the trust between communities, between government, and with law enforcement agencies. Thank you for being here, and thank you for standing up with us.